Well, good noontime, everybody. If you've been outdoors, you know the wind's really blowing out there, getting up to about 30 miles an hour. And of course, this is all that moisture rolling back in, getting ready for that little rain. Now it's 66 already, so we're obviously going to top out in the upper 60s for today. Tomorrow, it actually gets warmer, about 72, even though we're going to get rain because we're in the warm sector of that storm. So easterly winds right about now at 18 miles an hour out at the airport. As we look around the region, we're looking at an easterly wind at 15 out at Port Aransas with a 64, and an easterly wind out at the Kingsville area with a high of 67 right about now. Now the winds are going to be getting stronger going this way, right? So they bring in all the moisture from the Gulf that we didn't have. And all of a sudden tomorrow is just going to be very different because the moisture is going to build up, and then we watch and wait for this system to roll out of the desert southwest. Now, this was in Albuquerque, rather, it was in Phoenix this morning. It's already rolling into Albuquerque, and you can see how even El Paso is beginning to pick up some of that rain. This is the storm that's going to roll down to our area. I mean, it's not that cold for us, but it is a winter storm up there. You notice how we're getting just this high little milky white cloud. That's actually humidity. And as we zoom out, you can see how it gets really humid out to the west. This is where the storm is leading edge right here in far west Texas. And all this moisture is tapped into the Pacific. It's going to be rolling up into our area as well. Now, because it's going to be a slow mover, that's why I think, that the rainfall totals could exceed over an inch of rain. Now, let's take a look at it. This is the cloud deck that we have over the area. That's the northwest wind. But as we look on the big screen, this is a wide angle view, you can see the stormy weather over the Rockies and of course tapped into the Pacific. Now Pacific tap's very important because that brings us just a lot of moisture. Very big storm coming all the way out of the Pacific, going to be rolling across the country, almost going due east from San Francisco to Boston. Now here's the first 24 hours. You can see how the rain is very light. If we go to all the way to 48 hours out, you can see how the heavy rain total is from Corpus Christi northward toward Victoria and all up to Houston. So these areas could see over 2 inches of rain. So we'll be watching and waiting to see how this evolves. But today we see just the clouds thickening up. By midnight, excuse me, we see the big stormy weather around the area on Wednesday. And on Wednesday, pretty much all day long, we'll be on the wet side until Thursday when that front finally blows through the area and clears us out. So let's go to the 7-day forecast, and you can see how the shower activity will be around for Wednesday, so just keep that in mind. A soggy kind of day. Here's the storm again. Pardon me. But as we get through Thursday, we finally see a clearing out here. Now, if we get that solid inch of rain here, I'll be very happy, and a lot of farmers are going to be very happy as well because we've got a nice weekend coming up just in time for a little planting season around here in South Texas. That is your 7-day forecast. We'll toss it back to Mike in the studio.
All right. Thank you, Mac.